The Smiling Specter. In the small town of Ravenscroft, nestled between rolling hills and dense forests, there stood an old, abandoned circus tent. Its faded colors hinted at a bygone era when laughter echoed under the big top. Locals spoke in hushed tones about the legend of Smiley, a clown who once brought joy to children but vanished under mysterious circumstances. One moonlit night, a group of adventurous teenagers decided to explore the eerie remnants of the circus. Among them was Jake, a skeptic who scoffed at the notion of haunted clowns. As they stepped into the dilapidated tent, a chilly wind whispered through the torn canvas, and the laughter of yesteryears seemed to linger in the air. As the group roamed the deserted circus grounds, they stumbled upon a small, dusty mirror. In its reflection, a faded image of a clown with a perpetual grin stared back. The legend of Smiley echoed in their minds, but Jake dismissed it as local folklore. The wind whispered again, carrying a faint melody, a carnival tune that tugged at the edges of their nerves. Unbeknownst to Jake, a subtle unease settled over the group. The melody grew louder, resonating through the desolate circus like a ghostly orchestra. Suddenly, a distant giggle echoed, an unmistakable sound that froze the blood in their veins. The group exchanged nervous glances as the laughter drew nearer. In the dim moonlight, they saw a figure emerging from the shadows, a clown adorned in tattered, rainbow-colored attire, its face obscured by a grotesque, unmoving grin. Fear clenched Jake's heart as he tried to convince himself it was a prank. The clown, however, moved with an unsettling grace, its oversized shoes tapping out a haunting rhythm on the uneven ground. The carnival tune intensified, creating an atmosphere thick with dread. The Smiling Specter approached, each step sending shivers down the spines of the onlookers. Without a word, it extended a gloved hand, gesturing toward the entrance of the tent. The melody persisted, now accompanied by the distant sobs of trapped laughter. As if drawn by an invisible force, the group followed the spectral clown into the heart of the abandoned circus. The air grew heavy with the weight of forgotten memories, and the surroundings seemed to warp, distorting reality like a funhouse mirror. They entered the center ring, where an ethereal spotlight illuminated a rusted, creaking carousel. Faint whispers echoed, the voices of children who once reveled in the joy of the carnival. The Smiling Specter gestured toward the carousel, its silent plea echoing in the minds of the witnesses. One by one, the teenagers hesitantly mounted the spectral horses. The carousel creaked to life, spinning with an otherworldly energy. The carnival tune reached a haunting crescendo, blending with the spectral laughter that now surrounded them. As the carousel slowed to a stop, the Smiling Specter bowed with an unseen solemnity. The atmosphere shifted, and the clown dissipated into the shadows, leaving behind a heavy silence. The group, now filled with a mix of fear and reverence, stepped off the carousel, forever changed by their encounter with the Smiling Specter. The moon dipped behind the clouds, and the abandoned circus returned to its ghostly slumber. The legend of Smiley lived on, whispered by the wind through the forgotten tent, a haunting memory etched into the fabric of Ravenscroft.